This is the start of my 40-mile ride from Torrey Pines to Black Mountain. It's a wonderful starting point. I'm here at the Torrey Pines glider port, and this place is pretty historic. It's played a pivotal role in aviation since the 1920s. So Charles Lindbergh had his maiden flight here. Woody Brown was the first person to launch off this cliff and land back on the cliff. Most people end up at the beach below. John Robinson, he was the first person to invent the variometer, which measures how fast you're climbing or descending in an airplane. And I'm standing on a little diving board right now. A little lookout. Penasquitos Canyon Preserve. Thus starts the 10 or so miles of off-road in a beautiful canyon. This is one of the largest natural parks or natural preserves in the United States, but it's the second largest in San Diego County, number one being Mission Trails Regional Park. So this is a pretty cool crossing. I'm not going to cross here, but I'm just going to ride across it. This is a kind of a rope bridge, and it is very, very swingy. Really fun to ride across. This place is very dead right now because it hasn't rained in a long time, but in the spring this is all green and flowing. There's actually a waterfall here too, seasonal waterfall. The Penasquitos Canyon has a lot of history in it, starting with the first people who lived here thousands of years ago, the Native Americans. I'm going to butcher a lot of pronunciations. The Kumeyaay Indians, and this place was a refuge for them because there was water that would, get trapped here in this marsh. There's all these oak trees which provided acorns, food, and of course all this also attracts, small game, some deer, possibly, raccoons, possums, and tons of birds. So there's a historic ranch here called Rancho de los Penasquitos. In 1823, the first Mexican governor of California granted the first land grant within the present area of San Diego County to Captain Francisco Ruiz. So there's an old adobe house further back. I didn't want to backtrack to it, but it's the remains of an old adobe house that was built in the early 1800s. And there's just like two corners left. The city decided to build a roof over it to kind of preserve it from the rain. So I wasn't planning on stopping here, but since it was literally right there. This is Joseph Icar. He was one of the cooks, I believe, that worked at the ranch. This is more of a memorial. His body is not in this location, but it's somewhere in this canyon maybe. His family moved to Colorado afterwards. He's the only known American to be buried in this canyon. So I believe the next point of interest on this ride is a bridge. I'll tell you a story about it once I get there. There's the bridge, well hidden below the 15 freeway. going to continue on the bike trail over there and cut over into Sabre Springs and then to Black Mountain, which is that way. I'm excited for the next destination, which is Chikorita Creek. We're at our Chikorita Creek, which is just over there behind the business park. Now we're on the 56 freeway bike path, heading towards Black Mountain. So let's see, current altitude is 775 feet. Let's see where we're at when we're at the top. The lower portion is the better, smoother part. When it gets bumpier, the higher you go. We are almost at the top. Elevation is 1,200 feet. The road is definitely getting rockier. I'm excited to get to the top because I found another secret of San Diego that I'm hoping I can see from the peak. Made it to the top, and out of curiosity, just comparing with what the sign says to my app says that I'm at 1,500 feet and the sign says 1,554. So hopefully you can see this, but on the ridge right over there you can see kind of a whitish green thing going down. That is the entrance to an old abandoned mine. The mine was established in the 1920s by an Escondido rancher and actor, Frank Hopkins, due to the demand for white arsenic, which was a key ingredient in pesticides that attacked the infesting boll weevils. However, as the population shrank, he didn't need the mine anymore, so it became abandoned. Time to head back to the ocean. Let me know if you agree with this statement. And I think it is more difficult on your body going downhill on bumpy terrain than going uphill. I'm glad that after this is just paved bikeway for 10 miles. There's a reason why I come up via Penasquitos Canyon and then down via the bike path. Alright, I am officially on the bike path. It's going to be like this for about 9 miles. Probably won't do much filming, with the exception of some interesting points. I'm heading back to Torrey Pines. This really is a beautiful trail that just follows the freeway. I was up in the mountains way back there. Now I'm at the beach. Alright, I'm in the state park. Enjoy this beautiful scenic drive. Some fun facts about this. This is one of the only places where the Torrey pine grows. It's considered one of the rarer pine trees in America. I'm taking a little detour right now, but I wanted to see this statue. I'll talk about it when I get there. This is what I came for. What do you think it is? So this has been nicknamed or dubbed the Scripps Turd. This is a 15-foot statue of something. This was purchased for $200,000 and placed right on the front of Genesee Avenue, and so many people were disgusted by how it looked that they relocated it here at a cost of $40,000. It's supposed to be like a big wave, but it just did not turn out that way. All right, just finished my ride. 40 miles. I'm at 32% battery. Oh, it's so beautiful here. What a beautiful place to end